post them in Jamaica. Let me tell you, so them work when they give them honor. Them really work, them come out, the young one, them come out while the soldier them.
I was on the chat, someone reach to a point, someone go east, some go west. Me go west, them go east, the man them will go east. We hear them say, the Winshae here. So for some reason, when I spring across the bush and go over there, because I take my truck with a company, I just shortcut it across there. So when we run across there, we see him uncle have him already, put him together already. And him and the uncle attack and me rush there and say, Winshae, you alright? I say, yes, son, I'm alright. I say, Winshae, you're good. I say, yes, alright. I say, Winshae, don't worry about nothing. You're good, you passed through the race already. Come.
Was she crying?
She was, you know, tears are what. Because I reach here, I can see somebody drive tears already, but I didn't see that tear. But you know me like was like 3-4 minutes away from them, so you know say that means going before me reach on the spot. I'm back with that.
How did you feel the moment when you saw her?
Oh dear man, I'm going to tell them say I go for my birthday. I don't tell my daughter this man, because my daughter buy me little goodies and pack up there and I look for me and them sit down and spend it, but when I see me a draft for them and them show me where they are, I say, yo what man, I go for my birthday. I just drink a cup of warm water and call it, man. I must say all the birds. Even if I'm minty, I drink some warm water. God,
when you see look young boy them, remember me telling the soldier them to them young, and then come out and them work, and then do what them for do. And I see them say run up and down, so, and then talk to me nice, and they do it down weird when me uncomfortable, because they do them no weird, and I done them, because I don't flip it down people. Remember me telling nobody me not done a God, because God I got done me. Well, listen me I say, you know, me not tell a lie right now, only thing me want, you know, here say the boy come out, but come out in a blender style, not no more. Yeah, big up on the cell.
Is the scene of it's Pathways International Church, where we had an incident last night. A congregant here, a member of this church, who had been injured apparently when she chose to disobey some instructions given to her by the leaders of this organization, reported to the police that she had been injured, and other information that led us to believe that the persons here were at risk. We're aware that 144 congregants had been told to come here, to meet here. And on responding to that report from the person who was injured and coming here, the first teams of police that arrived were shot at, and so they waited on reinforcements to come. We were very concerned that some form of ritualized killing was going to take place here, and so we did an entry last night. We found that there were a couple of people who had been injured by other members of the church, and we secured the premises, held the people. I think there were about some 14 children, was it? 14 children there, and we have 31 women now, so we see that as a rescue of these children, based on what we saw when we came in, that there are cult-like behaviors and cult-like a setup that we have seen here. Now, obviously, further investigations is going to reveal everything. We have a number of people that we're taking statements from, and we have had the scene of the crime people come and process the scene, and we will be updating as we go along.
So, can you say how many people have died, how many are in hospital?
Okay.
I'm going to ask just my questions and then...
Sure. So we have 3 people are dead. How many do we have in hospital? Right, then 3 persons hospitalized.
I understand that the scene here was almost like a gay scene. In other words, the colors were from the rainbow colors being used. I also understand that the pastor lived with 3 young men. Does the police have any information on whether or not he was grooming young men?
We don't have information on that at the moment, but we are following every lead in this investigation. As I say, early days yet, and we are, that is one of the threads we'll follow. We'll see where it leads us.
About the policewoman who was found, it is alleged that she participated in the shooting as well.
Well, we are also, we don't know that for certain, but there was a police woman here, and we are processing that as well.
Do you have any knowledge of any other members of the security forces that's a member of this congregation?
Well, we're aware of a couple other people who may be a member of the congregation based on what we're seeing inside and so on. And of course, more information is coming in because of what happened last night.
What is to happen to the children who were found here?
Well, the courts actually are sitting, the courts open today at actually 10 o'clock. We have the CPFSA there and the other services, child services and so on, to determine what should happen with those children and perhaps some of the other vulnerable people in the group. So the courts are actually came and so this has been an effort of many, not just the police, but clearly, the courts are responding, the CPFSA, child services, all of the other entities are responding as well.
Are you concerned about cultist organizations that are springing up all over Jamaica?
Well, I don't know if they're springing up all over, but I am concerned about anything like this. Hopefully it's not the start of a wave of it. I don't see any sign of that. But of course, it's a cause of concern.
Was the police radar on this church at all at any given time? Any intelligence that would have led you to believe that they were trying out anything similar to what we saw?
They have been on the radar, but not necessarily specifically about what is happening, what happened yesterday. But we got, as soon as it came to our attention, we responded based on what we saw. And I think it was very good, and it's really kudos to Senior Superintendent Ellis and his team that they took it seriously and moved in the way they did to get this matter resolved. Otherwise, we could have perhaps had more persons killed.
Maybe Dr. Chan, can you answer?
Just one question. Will anything be done to prevent this from happening again? Will you allow them to continue?
Well, remember, the police don't allow or disallow people from carrying out religious activities unless it becomes a crime. We have very little or...
Welcome to Grung TV, the entertainment hub for news, views, reviews, and gossip. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell.